Hey guys, it's Sebastian here. In this video, I'm going to explain why you should not do high ticket dropshipping. Now, this is a weird topic because everyone only normally talks about the pros of a business model, whether it's dropshipping, they're trying to sell you on why you should dropship, or anything. A lot of people just explain what you should and why you should do something. I'm going to explain why you may not want to do high ticket dropshipping. A lot of people see my numbers and they just instantly think that they should hop into high ticket dropshipping. I don't believe it's for everyone. I do believe there are some people who should stick with low ticket for very specific reasons. There are certain things you have to do differently with high ticket that can cause some headaches and cause some stress in your life if not operated properly, which some people don't need and don't want. So that's where low ticket does fit in better. I personally do both and I'm fine with both, but in this video I'm just going to give you guys some examples as to why you may not want to hop into high tickets. Before we get into this video though, be sure to smash the like button and click subscribe below because I post every single day. Also, be sure to turn on notifications if you guys would like to get notified when I post or live stream on YouTube. I do go live. I just went live today and I may do it every single week or something like that, so let me know in the comments if you guys want me to do that. But now that that's out of the way, let's get into this video. So before I get into it, I want to show you guys my revenue. Here is just July, I believe. $178,000 or $178,416 in revenue, I can't read right now, $17,108 product costs, $13,684 marketing costs, $127,150 net profit. And if you guys don't believe me, I highlighted that and I showed you guys exactly what I did. Today was a crazy day. I got a sale for over $22,000. One notification. So when I got that cha-ching, and I didn't think it was anything big, I was making a protein shake and then I checked my phone and screamed out loud. So today was definitely a good day. Even without that 22K order, it was still a pretty big day. If you guys don't believe these results or anything in regards to that, a lot of people do not think I'm doing this and they think I'm faking this stuff for some devious reason. You guys can follow me on Instagram and I post all of this stuff daily. I post my screenshots daily. I post my Facebook ads manager and all of that stuff. I post everything because I have nothing to hide. I'm showing you guys literally everything and I try my best to just be as transparent as possible. Now, the first issue with high ticket dropshipping is increased customer support expectations. If someone's spending a lot of money, they expect high customer support services. They expect a premium. Another big point is flexibility with returns, refunds, etc. So if you do have returns or you do have refunds, customers really want some flexibility on those since they're spending so much money on your product. They don't expect it to just be set in stone, which you have to sort of work with your customers if they're buying a product that's really expensive, because sometimes they try it out and maybe it isn't what they expected, so they do want to return it and it is a little used. It doesn't matter. You guys should definitely have some flexibility. The next thing a lot of customers expect is a call center, so they expect that they can just pick up the phone and call someone. Let's say they buy a bicycle from you. Dropshipping bicycles was very smart in the past few months because bicycles have been sold out in stores for a while. So let's say a potential customer has questions on the bike. I don't really know about bikes too much, but let's say they want to call in. If you don't have a call center, they can't call in, and that could be a potential big lead that you just lose. Another thing, live chat. You should definitely have live chats integrated no matter what, honestly. And then fast email responses. Typical 24 to 48 hour responses don't really work well with high tickets. You should have within 1 hour responses, and that is just because people need to know that you are valuing them as a customer. If they get any sign that you don't value them and that you just don't really care about the customer much, they won't shop with you, which is something that's really big and a lot of people don't focus too much on with their stores. But customer support is the make or break of your business long term, because this leads to return customers, it leads to referrals, it leads to everything. And if you don't take care of it, your business will crumble. The next reason why you may not want to do high ticket is shipping can be weird. So I mean weird because some of the customers expect fast shipping, and if someone's spending a lot of money, let's just say a rich guy wants a bicycle for his wife, okay? If he goes on Facebook and he sees an ad for a bicycle, he isn't going to want to wait a long time for shipping because he's a rich mother effer. So he wants to be able to pay for fast shipping, which is something that he will then go onto the customer support and ask. So if you don't have the fast shipping, it'll just be difficult to actually convert a lot of your visits into sales, since a lot of people are very impatient, and if they have a lot of money, it's fine. They're used to paying more money to get faster shipping, and that's completely, again, that's fine, but you do have to make sure that's an option. That will require you to chat with your supplier more often and negotiate shipping terms and stuff like that, because again, you do need that option for your customers. Another big thing is customers expect their tracking numbers sent to them in a very timely manner. 1 week processing times do not fly with high ticket dropshipping at all. I would say at max you should do like 72-hour processing. at max, but you should try to aim for 2-day processing. That is good because then they will see that you value them again with this fast tracking and fast processing times. And then this could lead to another return customer. Let's just say they want to buy a bike for their aunt or their cousin or their son, and you provide a good service, then they can spend a lot more money with you long term. Another big issue with high ticket dropshipping is the Facebook advertising costs are pretty expensive sometimes. So your cost per click and your cost per purchase, someone said that I shouldn't use acronyms. I believe that's the term. I shouldn't use abbreviations. So I'm going to start doing that so everyone knows, because there are some beginners that are watching the videos that don't know what CPC is or CPP. Cost per click is CPC. But anyways, your cost per click and cost per purchase may increase drastically due to high selling price, which means you need to spend more money on your ads to generate sales, which does make it a little more difficult to actually test ads. Here's the reason why: your break-even spend. So let's say I'm selling an iPhone. Let's just say I'm Apple, okay? And I'm selling a phone for $1,000, and let's just say I source the phone for $150. That means I can spend $850 on ads to generate a sale before I'm unprofitable. That essentially means that I have to spend a lot of money before I for sure know that a certain ad set is not going to perform well, because I, again, can spend a lot more money to generate a sale and acquire a sale, which is good and bad because it gives you a little bit of flexibility. But the downside is you can eat away at your budget pretty quickly if you do let your ads run for too long. So you definitely should have a target ROAS that you're going after. Maybe it's 3. So if you spend $333 and don't get a purchase, then you turn off your ad set. Whatever it may be, just create the metric and stick to it. Now, I'm not saying like create a preset. I'm just saying in your head, stick to whatever you're planning to do. So let's just say you're aiming for a 3 ROAS. Make it definite that any ads that go over 333 spend, you will turn off automatically, because again, that's something that definitely can eat away at your budget pretty quickly. The next huge downside to high ticket dropshipping is Facebook ads are extremely difficult to manage with high ticket. Now, hear me out on this. When people spend more money, they take longer to convert. Here's an example. I bought this new iPhone. It's just like, I don't know which one it is. It's the newest one, and it has like 250 gigabytes or 256 or whatever. My phone was broken and it was cracked. The storage was full. It wouldn't let me like reset it or anything. So I just was like, F it, I'm going to buy a new one. I knew I wanted to buy a phone. I clicked through Google Ads trying to buy the phone, and then I did some research for the next few days on whatever phone I wanted to get before I actually went ahead and placed the order for the phone. It's not that I was hesitant to purchase, it's just that I didn't know exactly if it was the right option for myself. Same thing goes with high ticket dropshipping. Now, this essentially means that you can't base your ad results on that day since they become delayed, which makes it very hard to see which ads are performing well since they can be really delayed. The conversion windows can be delayed. I've had some times where my conversion window is 20 plus days, where I'll go on Shopify on the order and see the conversion details, and the person was on my site for the past 20 days, like going through it and just looking around and making sure that it was a really good product for them. That makes it really freaking difficult, because sometimes my ad sets, I think they're performing well, but sometimes I can't tell. Like sometimes I have good click-through rates, but I don't have a lot of purchases, or sometimes I do, and sometimes Facebook does track it. It just depends. Like, it's really difficult to gauge. So that's something that's very difficult. I would say if you're a beginner, that's something that's going to hurt you a lot, because if you don't know how to properly run the ads, you will just be kind of confused, if I'm being honest. The next big issue is if you're selling a high ticket product and let's just say someone shares the ad with someone, the sale does not track on Facebook, which that's another very big issue to manage your ads, because you don't know if the ad set is performing well. Here's an example. If I'm dropshipping a sauna blanket and a girl sees the ad and tags her husband or boyfriend in the post, and then the guy buys the product for her, Facebook won't track that sale on the individual ad set because they tagged someone in the post and then that person purchased it. That person was not linked to the ads impressions, which meant it won't even track the sale, which is very unfortunate for myself, because I think I only have like $90,000 tracked on Facebook ads, but I've done over, what's the revenue at? Like almost 180K. So that's definitely a difficulty with managing ads and overall just with high ticket. The next and last point is returns. If you're doing returns for your customers, you need to have a PO box. So let's just say you're drop shipping a freaking bicycle, okay? Like a huge ass bicycle, and you ship it in a box, and then they need to refund it or they need to return it. They would be so weirded out if they are sending it back to a house, like a home address. That will look really weird. So what you'll need to do is get a PO box and then set that up and use that as your address for the store and not your personal address, because again, customers will be very confused and think you're a scam site if you're using a personal address. It just isn't a good look, especially if you're selling high ticket. You need to have all of this stuff on check, or else people will just be very skeptical. The last point I want to mention is if you have one return, it could break your business if you don't have enough money to cover it. So let's just say you're selling a $1,000 product and you fulfilled the order, everything's good, and then you're using that other, let's just say you source the product for $500. You use that other $500 to start doing more ads and everything like that. What could happen is if they return the product and want a refund, that could definitely break your business if you don't have the funds to do so. I had that happen a lot when I was doing eBay. So I was buying and reselling iPhones. I was buying them locally and then selling them on eBay. I had returns that would happen after like a week or two of the product being sold. And I was at a point where I was just spending all of my money on reinvesting. So there were some times where I couldn't even refund the customer and had very unhappy customers. And then sometimes they would dispute it and it would just be tons of headaches simply because I didn't have enough liquid cash to actually refund the customers because I was reinvesting the money. So that is definitely something that is very difficult if you don't have the funds to do so. There definitely are a lot of downsides. It is a good business model and I do have a lot of pros, but I did want to mention the cons in this video just because a lot of people only look at this revenue. And again, this is a screenshot. Some people think I'm faking all this stuff and I don't know why. It's pretty funny, but this is a screenshot. But a lot of people just see the numbers and they think it's very easy to do. This is not an easy business model. It's very simple to do. And if you know what you're doing, you can definitely run up a very successful store. And if you provide the right service to your customers, it'll be a long-term store. But if you manage it poorly, it will be hell for yourself. So just understand that there are downsides to this business model. And if you can accept those, then definitely get into it. If you can't, do low ticket. Low ticket is not an issue. I do both and I like both equally. Like this one definitely has higher margins, but the issue is I have to manage a lot more people and do a lot more with my customer support, shipping times, all of that stuff has to be on point. And then ads are the biggest thing. Like ads are very hard to manage simply because a lot of the purchases don't even get tracked on Facebook, which makes it very difficult to manage the ads and turn off certain ones. I basically just go off of click-through rates and cost per click, and that's kind of it. So again, it's pretty difficult and there are some downsides to this business model. So hopefully you guys got massive value from this video. If you did, be sure to smash the like button and click subscribe below. Again, like I mentioned in the beginning, do click the notification bell because I am going to start streaming probably once or twice a week. So if you do click that, I believe it'll notify you if I do go live. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop those in the comment section below. But other than that, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.